Items
welcome.
number 4 and 5. Item number 4, MHVIO 2018-01088. Item number 5, MHVIO 2018-01282. 14240 Northeast 9th Avenue LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. And that's items number 4 and 5.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property was first cited in June the 20th, 2018 to obtain all required permit for interior renovation that was in progress at the time. Got a complaint from Crystal Coder via Harry and Jean Lewis. As of today, they still haven't obtained the permit. I posted the project to a notice to appear on March 1st, 2019, and 9:42 a.m. I took a picture of the posting, affidavit of services on file.
What's your recommendation?
Adjudication in 30 days.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, the evidence presented depicting that the cited conditions still exist and proper notice has been given, the property owner not having appeared, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated. Thank you.
Thank you. And
Item number 7.
number
F-
5.
Yeah, that is the same ruling for 4
Oh,
and
for
5.
both?
Same,
Yes.
same ruling on both.
Item number 7, FYBRR 2018-00031. 2025 Warehouse LLC, Officer Gary Beswick, and that's item number 7.
40-year recertification. Is the property owner present? If not, I'll hear from the city.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property was first notified for 40-year recertification on July the 16th, 2018, and again on October the 16th, 2018. As of today, we have not received a report, and the property was posted for notice to appear on March 1st, 2019 at 10:26 a.m. And the notice to appear to the property manager.
What is your recommendation?
Adjudication. 30 days.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, the evidence presented depicting that the cited violation still exists, namely failing to provide a 40-year recertification, proper notice having been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated. We have a new attorney.
Yes.
Your name?
I'm subbing.
What's your name?
Jennifer Warren.
Jennifer. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Item number 10, FYBRR 2018-00085, 930 Northeast 133rd Street, LLC, Officer Gary Beswick, and that's item number 10.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property was first notified for 40-year recertification on July 18, 2018, and again on October the 18, 2018. As of today, we have not received any report. Property was posted on February 27, 2019 at 8:48 a.m. Picture was taken of the posting, affidavit of services on file. Seeking adjudication.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find, and that proper notice has been given, the property owner not having appeared, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Item number 11, CENBR 2018-00121, Abraham N. Sweeney, Officer Jose Perez, and that's item number 11.
Missing house numbers, how difficult is that to just paint your address?
This one was actually tabled because there was no interpreter for that person.
They didn't notify me.
Oh, they were here. They were one of the ones that didn't have an interpreter.
But it was only 2 cases that notified me, so we can table this until when?
Next meeting.
Okay.
By then, hopefully they'll,
Have a better interpreter.
write
Oh.
a street
This
address.
case has been open, I think, from at least mine was open from November of 2018. Prior to that, it was probably opened a while ago. So
It's not a hard thing to do.
Item number 12, CEGMP 2018-00328, I cannot pronounce his name. Concagas LLC, Officer Shanna Sanders. Item number 12.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case of reports of previous compliance that was opened back in September 27, 2018. As of last Wednesday, March, when was the reinspection? I know I did it on last Wednesday, the 13th. Is for the storm drains in the parking lot of the shopping plaza that needs to be cleaned. As of last Wednesday, the 13th, the drains still remain in need of cleaning. I am showing that proper service was given. The property was posted on February 28th at 3:35 p.m., whereas it was hand delivered to the store clerk by the name of Janine. I have photos of the violation or the parking lot if you would like to see.
Just make sure that it's in the file.
Yes.
Who did you serve at the property?
I'm showing here per the affidavit of service, store clerk who identified herself as the store clerk. Her name was Janine, and that was again February 28th at 3:35.
What kind of store is this?
It's the Smoothie King. This is
Okay.
Smoothie King.
Okay.
It's a smoothie. They serve smoothies.
It appears that there has been a prior adjudication.
Yes, it was previously adjudicated. I'm showing here board decision that shows maybe December 10th, 2018, found guilty by the magistrate with an abatement date of January 30th. It was supposed to come back to the February hearing, but I don't remember exactly what was the discrepancy. I think someone was running late. I think that was the meeting that the magistrate was running late, so we end up postponing it to the February hearing. But an adjudication was given per the comments in December.
Were fines assessed at that time?
No, it was just a guilty finding.
According to our records, it shows that a fine was set in an amount of $250 per day. And the city would request ratification of that fine.
Okay, so you're asking me to ratify
Yes.
Yes.
the fines.
Yes.
Okay, based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, having heard the evidence presented and noting that proper service was made, and that this is a ratification of the prior judgment by the prior special magistrate, I find that the property is still out of compliance, and hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in whatever amounts are due and owing as of today, and the fines will continue running. I will assess costs in favor of the city, and if you need me to certify that you can lien the property, I'm prepared to do that as well.
Thank you.
Item number 14, CENBR 2018-00063, Albania Hernandez and Juan. Officer John Dorville. Item number 14.
No appearance from the property owner.
Correct. Good afternoon. Code Officer John Dorville, the City of North Miami Code Compliance Office. Obviously, this is a case concerning the
House
numbers.
numbers.
I'm sorry?
House numbers.
House numbers on, yeah, absolutely. House numbers on the property. This property was posted and also has proper service, and the affidavit of service is placed on 3/12/19 at 1:44. It was also sent certified mail. At this point, the last time I went to the property was the 12th, and the house numbers were still not on the property.
What did we do with the prior file that dealt with house numbers? What was the fine assessed?
My understanding is typically it's $50 per day until abated. That's
Yeah.
typically what has happened.
What did I do before? I want to be consistent. Okay. So your recommendation is 30 days, $50 a day?
Yes, sir.
Okay, based on the testimony, unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, the evidence presented, I rule in favor of the city and enter an adjudication, set an abatement date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $50 until the violation is abated.
Thank you.
Item number 15, MHVIO 2018-00103, Betty Walker, Officer Gary Beswick, and that's item number 15.
Anybody representing the property owner? This one is about permits for electrical wire and piping.
That's correct. Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. The property was first cited back on January the 31st of 2018 from a complaint for electrical wiring that was erected on the exterior of the building wall. As of today, no permits has been obtained. The property was posted to notice to appear on February 27th, 2019 at 2:23 p.m. Took a photograph of the posting and affidavit of service is on file.
What kind of, is commercial, residential?
Residential,
Okay.
that's a new case.
What is the issue with the electrical wiring? Is there,
They installed it without permit.
okay. Have you heard from the property owner?
No.
And this goes back to January of 18.
Correct.
And so far, no fines have been
No,
assessed.
no, it's the first time it's been heard.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violations still exist. Proper notice has been given. I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $400 until the violation is abated.
Item number 16, CEFAW 2018-00149, Pierre Lewis, Officer Shanna Sanders, and that's item number 16. Property 2210 Northeast 121st Street.
Pierre Lewis?
Yep.
I don't even see that one in here. Give me the address again.
2210 Northeast 121st Street.
Chain
Case-
link fence is falling down.
Case number CEFAW 2018-00149.
If I'm correct, let me check my laptop. I think I sent you an email stating that that one was closed out, but let me check again. I don't even see that one here, but you can call
It'll
another
be in the
case
front of
Yeah,
the
let's
card.
pass.
and let me check. Yeah, pass it, because I know the time coming, it's almost 5 o'clock, honey. Give me a minute. Call another case.
Item number 18, CEGMP 2018-00343, CMC Sweet Bakery, Inc., Officer Vanessa Willis, and that's item number 18.
Vanessa Willis, Code Compliance Officer, City of North Miami. This is a new case. This notice to appear was posted on February 27, 2019 at 3:25 p.m. Photos were taken. To date, they are not in compliance, but they were cited to remove or replace abandoned signs on the property. They were cited back in September 27, 2018, and they have not complied.
When was your last inspection?
Yesterday, March 19th.
What is your recommendation?
I would ask for an adjudication and fine, set for the fine amount.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented depicting that the violation still exists and that proper notice has been given, I accept the recommendation of the code compliance officer. I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set an abatement date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Thank you.
Item number 19, CEGMP 2018-00228, China M. Scott, Officer Jose Perez. Item number 19.
The owner is not present.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 245 Northeast 124th Street, North Miami, Florida 33161. This case has previously been adjudicated, and they have not complied as of March 13th. They were supposed to comply by February 27th, and a fine set at $250 per day.
And you're asking that I ratify the fine.
Correct.
Have the fines been running since the abatement date?
No, we have not. It wasn't heard. It was just heard on the December 20th, where they found him guilty and they set the fine at $250 with the abatement date of the 27th. So we haven't heard it since then.
Okay.
With your ratification of the fine today, Your Honor, it would
Yes.
start from the abatement date and then going
It
forward.
would start from the abatement date or from today?
From the abatement date
Okay.
unless you
Yes.
order otherwise.
Would ratify, let me back up. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that the property is still out of compliance and has been out of compliance since the abatement date. I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250, which will continue on a day-to-day basis until abatement. And if you're asking for authorization to file a lien, I'm hereby authorizing you to do so.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Item number 20, FYBRR 2018-00004, City of North Miami, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number
Continuance.
19.
Continuance for September.
Continued?
September.
Okay.
Okay.
Case continued. Is that the city of North Miami being, citing itself?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there are other ways of dealing with that you don't have to bring it to the special magistrate. I think the building official and I had a conversation a little earlier about how you get this done.
Okay.
'Cause this happened in North Miami Beach,
Mhm.
where several buildings were out of compliance, and it was quickly fixed. So,
Well, we need that solution here, Chris.
yeah, well, if you don't resolve it yourself, the county's unsafe structures board will resolve it for you.
Oh, okay, good.
So, it will deem the buildings unsafe.
Thank you.
And you know what happens when that happens. So, anyway, next case.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna table that. 30 days?
No, for September.
September?
Yes.
Okay. I guess that's when you'll be approving the budget?
Item number 24, RCCOR 2018-000006. Dow 3 LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 24.
Is the property owner present? If not, city, will you present the case?
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the city of North Miami. This property was cited to failure to obtain an approved reoccupancy certificate. This case was adjudicated, and the abatement date was January 30th, 2019. And as of today, it's not in compliance.
When was the last time you spoke with the property owner?
I've never spoke to the property owner.
And service again was accomplished how?
I'm looking for it. On the notice to appear on a grill door on January 9th, 2019. And again on March the 4th, 2019, actually February 27th, 2019 at 8:52 a.m. That's the posting for this hearing.
This is a single-family home,
Yes,
and there has been a previous adjudication,
Yes.
250?
yes.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that the property has been out of compliance since the abatement date, and I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date and going forward in the amount of $250. I also assess costs to the city and authorize the filing of a lien against the property.
Item number 25, CENUS 2018-02541. Daniel, Officer Jose Perez. It's property 50 Northeast 134th Street.
This is bees on a tree.
Bees on the property itself.
Oh, okay.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 50 Northeast 134th Street, North Miami, Florida 33161. This is in reference to bees in the exterior premises of the roof of the property, which is a public safety hazard. So we would request the highest amount for the fine.
Where is Willie the bee man when you need him? Have you contacted the property owner?
I have.
What's the problem?
So the property owner just doesn't want to do anything about it. And service was made February 27th, 2019 at approximately 11:35 a.m. It was posted and was also sent certified mail.
Okay, do you have a picture?
Yes, I do.
Reflecting the condition?
Yes. It's a little hard to capture bees on a picture, but those little black dots, those are the bees.
Yeah, I'm familiar with those because I've had them.
And it's right across from the sidewalk, so it's on the side of the property, and several of the residents have complained about it.
All right. They haven't been adjudicated before, right? Okay.
Correct.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, the photograph in evidence depicting the cited condition that it still exists and that proper notice has been given, the property owner not having appeared, and finding this to be a life safety emergency issue to be addressed, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication, and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $500 until the violation is abated.
Thank you.
Item number 26, RCCOR 2016-00038, Daniel Yanez, Officer Gary Beswick, and that's item number 26.
Property owner is not present. City will present.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. The property was cited to the failure to obtain an approved reoccupancy certificate. As of today, they still haven't obtained an approved reoccupancy certificate. Property was posted with notice to appear on March 1st, 2019 at 10:40 a.m. Took picture of the posting. Affidavit of service is on file.
Case has been previously adjudicated.
Yes,
Are the fines running?
waiting to use ratified.
Yes.
Okay.
So, based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that the property has been out of compliance, and I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date, and the fines will continue until abatement, and I assess cost, authorize the city to file a lien.
Item number 30, CEOSV 2018-00075, Daniel Sanchez, Officer Jose Perez. Item number 30.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 115 Northwest 124th Street, North Miami, Florida 33161. This is in reference to an oversized vehicle that's being stored at the property. Several oversized vehicles being stored at the property, actually. This case was not previously adjudicated. It was supposed to be heard for the February 6th hearing, but that was canceled. I have several photographs extending time from the violation. The city requests for a maximum penalty and 30 days compliance date. Notice to appear was posted on the property on February 27, 2019 at approximately 2:17 p.m. and certified mail was sent out, but we were unable to reach the sender. It was returned to us.
Who did you address the violation to?
The property owner, the registered property owner on the tax pages.
Okay.
And I have photographs for evidence.
Have you made contact with the property owner personally?
I've tried making contact, but they do have a no trespassing sign, so I can't get onto the property itself. Whenever I have tried to speak to one of the residents, they disregard any attempt. They've also disregarded several citations that I've issued onto the tickets when they have parked it on public property.
I see a tow truck and a white vehicle. Are they storing the tow truck there as well?
Yes. As
So
well as
they're running a business out of a house. Are they being cited for that?
They're being cited for the storage of the oversized vehicle. I don't believe they're running the business from the property. They're just using it as a storage facility.
And your recommendation is maximum fine and
With-
30 days?
Correct, yes.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, the photographs in evidence, in the testimony, I find that the violations exist, and I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication, set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $500 until the violation is abated.
Item number 31, FYBRR 2018-00049, Deborah Myers, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 31.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. This property was first notified for 40-year recertification on July the 16th, 2018, and a second time on October the 16th of 2018. And notice to appear was hung on the front building wall on Wednesday, February 27, 2019 at 8:13 a.m. Took picture of the posting, affidavit of services and file. As of today, we have not received any report.
The property owner listed in the property records is Deborah Myers.
Yes,
with,
sir.
With an address
Yes,
at
sir.
9171 DuPont Place, Wellington, Florida.
Correct.
Have you made contact with her?
No.
So posting was by, you left the citation on the property and
The notice
advised
to
of
appear. The notice to
the
appear.
notice to
The
appear.
notice to appear was left on the wall, plus
Is there-
plus certified mail
Okay.
stand as well.
And did you receive a return receipt?
No, I don't have the return receipt.
Okay.
But the
It-
property owner was notified twice of 2018. First
Is
in
there-
July.
Is there anybody living there at the time?
Yeah, it's I think it's a fourplex,
Okay,
multifamily.
okay. All right, based on the, what is your recommendation?
Adjudication on 30 days.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that a violation still exists, that proper notice has been given. I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Item number 36, CTSIP 2018-000001, Dixie Highway Enterprise, Inc., Officer Ernst Baptiste. Item number 36.
Prohibited signs. If the property owner is here, please come up.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is a ticket that was issued to Dixie Highway, and he was called earlier, I believe. And when they file an appeal and they don't show up, its fine goes as scheduled.
Okay, so, Your Honor,
Yes.
since this appeal was properly noticed for this morning's hearing and a notice was sent to the property owner, the city would ask that the appeal submitted by the property owner
Be den-
be rejected
denied,
and that the ticket
rejected.
affirmed.
What happens if they don't comply? You cite him again?
I'll defer to the code officer. Is there a notice of violation case running as well?
It was, and they have been complied because it was a tenant that was doing the violation. The owner had to go and then physically remove the sign, so it is in compliance now
Okay,
after the ticket.
all right. This is one of those civil citations issues? Okay.
Correct.
So, I find, based on the unrebutted testimony of the code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I concur with the city and affirm the ticket, the citation, and dismiss the appeal for lack of merit and fine the property owner $250 as per the city's request.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Item number, sorry. Item number 45, CEZPU 2018-000048, Emitri Roberti, Officer Jose Perez. Item number 45.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to 12280 Northwest First Court, North Miami, Florida 33168. This case has been previously adjudicated with an abatement date of January 30, 2019, with assessment fine set at $250 per day. The property was serviced, notice to appear February 27, 2015 at, February 27, 2019 at 2:15 p.m., and it was also sent certified mail. They have not complied as of March 13th. So we ask that the fines be rolled back to the assessment date, the abatement
January
date of
30?
January 30th, yes.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, the property owner not having appeared, having been properly served, and the property still being out of compliance since the abatement date of January 30th, 2019, I hereby ratify the fines in the amount of $250 per day. The fines will continue until there's compliance, and I assess costs to the city and authorize the filing of a lien against the property.
Items number 52 and 53. Item number 52, CEFAW 2018-00252. Item number 53, CEGMP 2018-00290. Fanny Elzevier, Officer Jose Perez. Items number 52 and 3.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 12205 Northwest Miami Court, North Miami, Florida 33168. This is two cases, permission to hear both of them at the same time.
Yes.
One of them is reference. Oh, they both were previously adjudicated. December 26, 2018. They were found guilty. Fine set forth at $250 with an abatement date of January 30th. They have not complied. The city is wishing to set the fines forth from date.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, the evidence presented, and the property owner not having appeared despite being properly served, I find that the property has been out of compliance following the abatement date of January 30th, and thereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250 per day and same amount going forward. Assess cost in favor of the city and authorize the filing of a lien.
Item number 66, CEGMP 2018-00443. Hippolito Cruz, Officer Jose Perez. Item number 66.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. We're hearing the case in reference to the property at 14120 Northwest 5th Avenue, North Miami, Florida 33161. This is in reference to the exterior of the property that is not in good repair and needs to be painted. The property, as of March 13th, has not complied. Proper notice was posted on February 27, 2019 at 9:48 a.m., and it was also sent certified mail.
Your recommendation?
30 days and $200.
Okay. This is the property at 11950 Northeast 2nd Avenue, 40-year recertification?
Negative. This
No.
is
This
Case
is
66.
K66, 14120 Northwest 5th Avenue.
correct.
Property exterior should be in good repair. Please paint the fascia board with the city's, have you made any contact with the property owner?
Negative.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented depicting that the cited violation still exists and that proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $200 until the violation is abated.
Items number 73 and 74. 73 is CEEXP 2018-00289. Item number 74, CEWWC 2018-00157. Lavelle, Ivia Lavelle, Officer Jose Perez. Items
property
number
owner
73
present?
and 4.
City?
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 340 Northwest 139th Street, North Miami, Florida 33168.
We'll hear them both.
Thank you.
Okay.
First violation being CE EXP 2018 ending in 289, case 73, in reference to the exterior of the property, the walls, front door, etc. should be painted. As of March 13th, no compliance has been made. In reference to CE WWC ending in 157, this is in reference to the roof that must be repaired. As of March 13th, no compliance has been made. The property was posted on February 27, 2019 at 10:30 a.m. and sent certified mail.
Your recommendation?
In reference to the exterior of the property painting, the city is requesting or recommending a fine of $100 per day, 30 days. In reference to the WWC, the roofing, the city's requesting or recommending $250 per day with another 30 days.
Okay, as to the fascia boards, case number 00289, according to the testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented depicting that the violations still exist and the proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $100 until the violation is abated. With respect to case number 00157, which deals with the roof, I find in favor of the city, assess a fine of $250, schedule or set an abatement date of 30 days. And if there's no compliance, the fines will run at the rate of $250.
Item number 83, CEGMS 2018-000039, Joanna B., Officer Jose Perez. Item number 83.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 12265 Northwest 2nd Avenue. This property was previously adjudicated on December 11th, 2018 with the fine set at $250 with an abatement date of January 30th. As of March 13th, no compliance has been made. The city is requesting for the fines to set forth.
All right. So this is a ratification, correct?
Yes.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, the property owner not having appeared despite receiving proper service, there has been a prior adjudication and the property has been out of compliance, although an abatement date of 1/30/19 was given. I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250, and the fines will continue until compliance. I assess costs in favor of the city and authorize the filing of a lien.
Item number 89, CERCV 2018-000250, Knight Dosami, Officer Jose Perez. Item number 89.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 12720 Northeast Miami Court. This is in reference to a recreational vehicle, to be specific, a boat that's being stored in the rear of the property. As of March 13th, compliance has not been made. Property was serviced, posted on the property February 27, 2019 at approximately 11:29 a.m. and it was also sent certified mail. The city recommends a daily fine of $200 and 30 days to comply.
Any contact with the property owner?
Yes, the property owner has been advised and he has been made aware of the violation, but he has not done anything about it.
Okay. This is case 89, number 89?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented depicting that the violation is still ongoing and that proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $200 until the violation is abated.
Item number 100, CEGMP 2018-00445, Marie Connolly, Officer Jose Perez. Item number 100.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 13400 Northwest 5th Avenue. This is in reference to the exterior of the property that needs to be painted and in good repair. As of March 13th, the property has not complied. The property was posted on February 27, 2019 at approximately 9:13 a.m. and it was also sent certified mail. The city is requesting or suggesting a fine of $250 per day and 30 days to comply.
Recommending.
Recommending, yes.
Okay. Any contact with the property owner?
The property owner is deceased.
So who did you serve?
I served the managing company for the bank that foreclosed the property. It's in the process now of the foreclosure, I guess you would say.
I'm going to need the advice of the city attorney as to whether that is appropriate, proper service. There's a bank foreclosing. They're not the owner yet. And the title is in the name of a decedent where there may or may not be a personal representative appointed. So I'm concerned about service.
Recommendation of the city attorney would be compliance per Chapter 162 of the Florida statutes. Although the person is deceased, we still are required legally to serve whoever the property appraiser lists as the property owner and whatever information they have there. However, the city attorney would also request an additional service be made to whoever that we know is managing the property, and I believe the indication was
We did both.
so if we did both, then it's the city attorney's opinion that it's proper.
The service on the bank as the managing representative of the property is acceptable?
Under our vacant property registration ordinance, yes.
Okay.
So as long as there's two services.
Yes, the property is registered on ProChamps, and we reached out to the bank, the managing company, and I sent and posted the property itself.
Okay.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented depicting that the violations still exist and that proper notice has been provided, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set an abatement date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated. Next.
118 or 400 Northwest 133rd. This would be. Oh, okay.
That's
Perfect.
118?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Item number 37, FYBRR 2018-00020, DMRW LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 37.
Property address is 597 Northeast 121st. If the property owner is here, please come up. Not seeing anybody come up, I'll ask the city to present.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property was first notified for 40-year recertification on July the 12th, 2018, and then October the 15th, 2018. As of today, we have not received any report. The property was get notice on Tuesday, February 26, 2019 at 2:26 p.m. I took picture of the posting. Affidavit of service is on file. We're seeking adjudication.
Is this a residential property?
It's a triplex, yes.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented depicting that the condition still exists and that the 40-year recertification has not been provided as required by the code, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Item number 38, MHVIO 2018-000693, Donato, 2012 Corp., Officer Vanessa Willis. Item number 38.
Ms. Willis?
Vanessa Willis, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. Slow down, okay? So, this particular
I know it's late. We've been here a long time, so.
So ready to go. Okay, so April 20th, this property was cited and sent their notice of violation to clean and sanitize the balcony area and possibly inside the unit as well for foul odor. There were animals that were leaving feces onto the screened-in patio area, so they were cited for that. This is a condo. The building is a condo. However, there is a renter inside the unit. So this particular violation was sent to the managing company for that particular unit. They were sent certified mail. The property was also posted on February 27, 2019 at 3:16 p.m. And to date, it's a sporadic thing. There's an elderly lady who also has some physical challenges. And so you'll go one day it's cleaned up, the next day it's not cleaned up, but currently it still needs a little help. So they're not in compliance.
Who is at 221 Meridian Avenue on Miami Beach? Is that the property manager?
Yes, Donato 2012.
Donato 2012
Yeah,
Corp.
Corp. Mm-hmm.
And they are the managing company or
Was-
the owner
They're the owner
They're
of
the
the
owner.
unit. Mm-hmm.
of that particular unit where there is a tenant present?
Yes.
Have you spoken with the owner of the property?
I have not spoken with the owner. I've only spoken with the young lady who resides. That's a young lady. That's nice. The lady who resides inside the unit. That's the only person I've made contact with, and she says that she's working on it. She's going to get it taken care
Okay,
of.
so how does the owner know
I
that the
don't
tenant
know.
is doing this?
Right. I don't know that he knows one way or the other. I asked her, but she won't relinquish his contact information, his or her contact information. So all I can do is send the notices to the Meridian address, but no one is, they're non-responsive. And this has been open for quite some time.
And how many units is this condo?
I'm going to say, because it's a 2-story building, so maybe about 30 or 40 units.
Mm-hmm. And there's no manager in-house?
I've never been able, I have to work to get inside the security gate. So usually when I get in, I look around to see if there is a manager, because sometimes you can see somebody who's working around on the property, but I haven't seen anybody. I've only seen the 2 people that live on either side of her.
Have you tried contacting the registered agent for Donato 2012 Corp?
I think, and let me see if I have the Sunbiz document inside here, but I know that I think that this was the same property that the registered agent information is coming back to this same Meridian Avenue address. I'm not positive.
I'm going to enter an adjudication, but
Okay.
I'm going to ask that you try to go a step further
Okay.
and contact the title owner, not the tenant, not the managing company, but the actual owner of the property, and whether it's a registered agent or a person, make sure that somebody knows about this so that it can be remedied.
Okay.
It seems to me like the tenant really will not do it unless she's forced to. And the owner is the only one that can actually go there
Right.
and take care of the problem.
I will say that according to Miami-Dade Property Appraisers, Donato 2012 is the owner. They're not just the managing company.
Gotcha.
They are the owner.
And the registered agent for the owner?
That's what I have
is-
to check to make
okay.
sure that, because if I distinctly remember, this particular company, the registered agent has the same Meridian Avenue address. But I can't, attest to it 100%, but I think that this is the same registered agent at the same location
Okay.
as well.
All right, so send a
Double check.
notice to the registered agent so that
Okay.
they're aware of it, just
Okay.
to avoid any potential issues with service.
Okay.
So based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented showing that the violations still exist and that proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is complied with.
Thank you.
Item number 40, FYBRR 2018-00024, Eglise, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 40.
Property owner is not present. City, you may proceed.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property was first notified for the 40-year recertification on July 13, 2018, and then on October the 15, 2018. As of today, we haven't received any report. Property was posted a notice to appear on Thursday, February 28, 2019 at 1:40 p.m. Picture was taken of the posting, affidavit of services on file.
Any contact with the property owner?
No, it's a church, so when I would go there, it's during the week. During the daytime, there's no one there when I post it.
And they've been out of compliance since July 12th of 2018.
That's when it was first notified. So
Right.
so they have until December 31st of December of 2018 to come in compliance.
Okay, so under the code, they had until December
So 31st.
to submit 31st to submit the 40-year recertification, and they have not.
Correct.
And your recommendation?
Adjudication and 30 days.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented reflecting that the violation still exists and that proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there shall be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Item number 42, CEEXP 2018-00192, Enterprise 305 LLC, Officer Vanessa Willis. Item number 42.
Property owner, please come forward. Not having appeared, the city will proceed.
Okay, Vanessa Willis, City of North Miami Code Compliance. This particular property address has two case numbers. The other one is number,
00255.
very good. Someone's paying attention up there.
I'm still awake.
Okay, but the good news is this property has a new owner. So I'm going to reissue the violation. I'm going to close this violation and issue another violation to the current owner, because all of this is going to the Enterprise 305. There's a
Right,
John.
and they're not going to fix it.
Well, it's just painting. It's painting the house and also painting the masonry wall around the
Yeah,
house.
no, I'm saying if you serve
yes.
Enterprise 305, they're not around anymore. They sold the property. They're not going to fix it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll be closing both of these, so you can remove them from the
Okay.
agenda. Okay. Thank you.
Cases removed from the agenda.
Thank you.
Item number 48, FYBRR 2018-00089, ESSIG Properties, Inc., Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 48.
Property owner is not present. City will present.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for City of North Miami Building Department. Property was first notified for 40-year recertification on July 18, 2018, and again on October the 18, 2018. As of today, we have not received any report. Property owner was notified for this hearing on Friday, March the 1st, 2019 at 10:16 a.m. Property was posted. Picture was taken at the posted, affidavit of services and file.
Is this a
40-year.
rental building, single family?
It's a warehouse.
A warehouse,
Yes,
commercial.
correct.
And your recommendation?
Adjudication in 30 days.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented depicting that the property owner has failed to comply with the 40-year recertification ordinance, and that proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Item number 55, RCCOR 2017-00020, Four Queens Group, LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 55.
Property owner is not present. This was previously adjudicated.
Yeah, give this one 30 days continuance.
I'm sorry?
30 days continuance.
The case, based on the request of the city, the case will be continued for 30 days.
Thank you. Did we hear number 46?
Yes,
Okay.
90-day continuance.
Gotcha.
Item number 56, RCCOR 2017-00028, Francis, LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 56.
Property owner not present.
Good afternoon. This case was previously adjudicated. Property this one is for failure to obtain an approved reoccupancy certificate. As of today, there's no approved reoccupancy certificate and file. Property owner was notified for this hearing on Thursday, February 28, 2019 at 2:46 p.m. I posted on the front wall. Took a picture of the posting.
What kind of property is this?
It's an apartment building, but it looked like it's boarded up like it's abandoned.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that the property has been out of compliance and hereby ratify the fines already accrued in the amount of $250 and the same fine amount going forward until compliance, and assess costs to the city, authorize the issuance of a lien against the property.
Thank you.